Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to your hour of live readings. It's so lovely to be here with you all, and I hope you're all doing really well. So I'll just wait for a few of you to join before we get going, but it's nice to be back with you all again. And I hope you, wherever you are in the world, that everything's going well for you and that you're all looking forward to Christmas. It's a bit wet and blustery in the UK today, so whereabouts are you all from? Hi Bernadette, lovely to see you. For those that haven't met me before, and hi Zandu, my name is Kirsty Ashton and I'm a spiritual medium. And it's always a pleasure and a privilege to be able to connect with your loved ones in spirit, because it's all part of that healing journey. When we know our loved ones are with us, that we're being supported and loved and cared for, it's all part, it helps us heal. So I hope you're all doing well. How I tend to work at the minute, I don't always know. Sometimes I'll go direct, sometimes I won't. It's all depends how spirit wants to work with me that day. But if I have to offer it out, if you can just put a comment in the chat, and we'll see where we go from there. But I am going to come to, hi Julie, lovely to meet you. I am going to come to Bernadette first because your name just stood out to me. And now I've got a background on, you can't see the cards properly. But I've picked this card for you, Bernadette, and it said fresh approach. And looking at the card, it's a lady that she's thinking, she's reflecting on everything that's happening at the minute and what's going on in her life. And it's like she's looking from above down at something. And with it saying fresh approach, I feel that there's something you're looking at differently at the minute, that you're looking at that fresh approach to help you to move forward. So I don't know if that makes sense, but it's set in nature. So I know nature's really important to you. And there's a lot of green, so I know there's somebody close to you that needs healing. But looking at the card, her hair, instead of it being a ponytail, it's like a tree trunk, and there's all these different branches. And I feel that in your life at the minute, there's lots of different paths, which is really good. It's making me feel really positive. And I feel spirit are trying to say you don't always have to follow the same path, that you've got different paths with different things that you're passionate about. And it's exciting. I can see the moon, so I know you feel the energy from the moon and feel the different shifts of energy. And I need to give you a rainbow, and I need to give you that rainbow for good luck, because when I see rainbows, it makes me think of that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So somebody in spirit is just sending you all the luck in the world for your new venture. And I need to give you some yellow for upliftment. But I feel you've been getting a lot more signs from spirit recently, because I see all these butterflies, and that's how that makes me feel. But there's a lot of red, and red for me is for passion. So I know that you're really passionate about everything that you do, but there is a man in spirit that's coming close. I do feel this is your husband, and he's just coming through all with so much love for you. And he's giving you the blue as well for calmness. So I feel this month's been a bit stressful for you, and that you've just needed to take a breath to be calm. Your fiance, sorry about that. And you've just needed some calmness. And with the run up to Christmas, it's a bit stressful, isn't it, anyway? But he's got so much love for you. He's just got this cheeky smile, and he was so uplifting. The love between you both is immense. He always had your back. He was always your biggest supporter. And he had a heart of gold. He would have helped anybody if they needed it. And he just always wanted to make things better for you. And he is going, I could read her like a book. He says she might have a smile on her face saying all's fine and dandy, but he says I just had to look at her and I knew there was something wrong with her. But he's just laughing. He had this cracking sense of humour, and he just liked to make people laugh. And he just supported you so much. I need to give you January as a significant month, and I need to give you November as well, but I need to give you a birthday coming up, because he just showed me a birthday cake. So I know that there is a birthday coming up, but he was always very present. So if you two were having time together, he always made it special, wanted to make all these memories. It's his birthday in January. And he liked cake as well. I feel like he'd watch some sport. He's giving you the biggest, and your birthday just gone as well. He's giving you the biggest bunch of red roses. So I know he would buy you flowers, but I feel there's something significant about these red roses. I don't know if you can take the name. It sounds like Adam, but I could be wrong. It's definitely an A initial. That's significant. Let me see. And Lauren. But you sometimes smell his aftershave. So I just got a smell of aftershave. And it says, I just drop all these signs to let you know that I'm there. It does move things about your house. I know you get the flickering lights. I need to give you the number 11. So it could be the 11th of a month, or sometimes I feel you see 1111, which is an angel number. But it says, I'm so proud of you. When it hasn't been... That's made me laugh. His aftershave was strong. He says it hasn't been easy, but you're so brave. And he's saying that you're blossoming. You'll always miss him. And he's always around you. He comes and sits on the bed with you on an evening, and he's going, she watches some rubbish telly sometimes, but he's laughing. But he's just trying to bring some upliftment around you and support. So I do feel that you need the support at the minute. And he's telling me that you've hugged a tree in the past as well, and that being out in nature, it helps you feel grounded. But he goes, I'm so proud of you. And I love you so much, and I always will love you. But keep getting out of your comfort zone, because you're doing amazing. And your daughter's having a baby today. Has definitely come through to celebrate that. It's just saying be kind to yourself. And sometimes that you need to slow down a little. And sometimes you need to take a step back from people. But you're doing so well. And I need to give you fairy lights as well. I know that's a bit random, but I feel you like fairy lights. You like things lit up. And I've just looked at the clock and it's 11:11 now. But he says, I love you to the moon and back. And I always will. Keep being you. Don't change. You're special as you are. And just know I'll never let you down. So just call on me and I'm there. And I know he liked his music as well. So I can hear music in the background, but I can't work out the song. So I know he liked his music. So I'll just leave his love with you, Bernadette, and thank you for working with me. Can I come to Andrea Reese now, please? Your name stood out when I saw all the Santas and Christmas trees and snowmen. His music was reggae. I just couldn't work it out. I just knew it was there. Let's see what we've got for you, Andrea. I've got this card. This card for you. And it says, care for the ocean, be aware of your impact. And I need to bring some calmness around you, Andrea. I know you've had a lot going on, and you're finding December really hard because you're missing those people that you were so close to, that you had that close bond with, your family. And it's been a bit of a struggle. I just feel a bit flat and that I've got the weight on my shoulders. But you have an impact on a lot of people. And I don't feel you feel that about yourself, that you sometimes put yourself down. But you're always there to help in a heartbeat with those that you love. You've just got this heart of gold. And your loved ones in spirit are so proud of you because you're just keeping going. I know you do things to keep busy, to help you switch off. Because the ocean, it looks like it's going round in circles. And I feel that that's your mind sometimes. It's going round in circles. And you like to keep busy. And that really does help you. I need to give you silver, and silver for me, every cloud has a silver lining. And I need to give you it as a connection to spirit as well, so that your loved ones are there, they're trying to help you, they're trying to help you move forwards. And be kind to yourself. But I need to give you a new beginning as well. So I feel that there's something new coming into your life. The beginning of the year, there's going to be some change, but it's going to be some positive change. And just do what you can. I feel you're getting overwhelmed at times. And at times you just feel, I wish I could just hide away because of this feeling, and I'm feeling a bit anxious. But you're doing so well, and spirit just love you so much. I have a man with me, and he does feel quite fatherly, and he's dressed really smart. He was a lovely man. He was such a gent, and he was always looking out for everybody. And I know you had a really good relationship with your dad. He loved people. He was a bit of a chatterbox. So I'd like to... He was a good listener. So if you needed somebody to talk to, he was always there to listen. And he gave really good advice as well. I know he was a hard worker. And he always wanted to provide for the family. he just wanted everything to go well with the family, and I feel that you were quite a close-knit family, and I know that you've had a lot of loss, and that some days you feel you could just hide under the duvet, but he's saying you don't. You just get up to face another day, and for that, he's so proud of you. He was very intelligent. He knew a lot of things. He would always read in the papers. He's showing me an image, and he's like sat at kitchen table reading his paper. He's got his cuppa and his breakfast there. So he'd like to read the paper on a morning. He was good at crosswords as well, he's telling me. But he was a very good hands-on dad. And just loved. He was proud of you all, because you've all had trials and tribulations in your life, and he always had your back. And he liked being busy, but he really did. He liked working. He says, I liked working hard, he's saying, so it kept me occupied. And I know that then I was doing my best for my family. I'm feeling breathing problems. So I don't know if that's with your dad or with somebody else, but I'm feeling quite tight-chested. And he really slowed down over years. And he wasn't as fast at doing things as he used to be. But he always did his best. I know that you were there to help him a lot over the years, and for that he was forever grateful. And you could have some really deep conversations, and he loved talking to you. He was very punctual. He was always on time for everything. And I know there's military connections linked to your dad. If it's not your dad, it's somebody else in the family, because I just know that connection's there. So I can see somebody's got some medals. I feel that you're not sleeping very well. So it's showing me the time 3:25. So I know that's a bit precise, but I feel that you're waking up around that time every day. It's saying it's helping you, helping others, so that you're always there to help people. It says you were two peas in a pod. Yeah, he's going. And I know from being a child, you'd always do a lot with your dad, and your dad liked being outside as well. I feel he liked being in the garden when he was able to, and he didn't mind going for a walk as well. And there's something about feeding the birds. So I feel that if it's not with him, it's with you, that he liked feeding the birds. And you've light candles in their memory. But it's telling you to enjoy yourself and just do your best. You've got some good people around you. Just be. You always tell people to be kind to yourself. And he's saying, be kind to you too. And love yourself. He's saying, because you are doing amazing. And you don't take compliments very well, he's saying. But you're so special. And just keep going. And do your best to enjoy the festive season. But he wants to give you the biggest hug, and I know that he would give good hugs, and he'd always make things feel better. And he's handing you a white hanky. So I know he always had a proper hanky, and he's saying that's for the emotion when it comes, because I always wipe your tears away. So I'll just leave his love with you, Andrea, and thank you for working with me. And good afternoon. I keep forgetting what time of day it is, everybody. If I ever say good evening, I do a lot on an evening, so I sometimes forget the time of day. For those that have just joined, at the minute I seem to be working where I'm drawn to. So if I'm drawn to you, I'll come to you. It just how Spirit are working with me at the minute. Can I come to Julie Ortney, please? Let's see what we've got for you, Julie. As I was talking then, I was talking to Andrea, I got drawn to your name. So let's see what card we've got for you first. I wish I were really good at holding cards out, but I'm not. You're so welcome, Andrea. It was a pleasure, and I hope it's helped. Let's see who this is. I've got this card for you, and it says, encourage a welcoming heart. Be receptive to unexpected blessings. And when I first look at this card, to me, it's very spiritual because there's a lot of purple, and that's a spiritual colour for me. So, Julie, I feel that you're quite a spiritual person. And there's a pineapple in the card, which when I first looked, I thought it's a bit random, but you go with the flow. And it's sat on a bed of leaves. So I need to give you the green for healing. So I know that there's somebody close to you that really needs some healing as well at the moment. And I feel that somebody's either got a really bad cold or a flu around you too. And the gold spiky bits on the pineapple, I feel that somebody's been a bit off with you recently, and they're being a bit prickly. And you find it really hard when people are being negative. So when people are being a bit off around you, it really drains your energy. But I need to give you the gold for a new start. So I feel that, you know the saying, when one door closes, another one opens. I feel that's quite significant around you at the minute, Julie. I just see you walking through a door. So I feel there's a new beginning, if it's not happened yet, coming your way. And it's making me feel quite happy and excited. So there's new things that you've been wanting to do. And Spirit are happy. But with the purple, I know you've got that connection to Spirit. But on top of the pineapple, where all the leaves come out, there's white lights above it. So I know that you've got that connection to Spirit, and I know that it's getting stronger and stronger as well, and that you do talk to your loved ones on a daily basis. I need to give you February and August as significant months as well. But Spirit are just saying, be open to new things coming into your life. And that will, they're saying it's going to be very pleasant. And just enjoy things to the best of, just enjoy life. I just feel that you're feeling a bit lighter at the minute. So I don't know if some things with the change in your life that you're feeling quite uplifted, but I just feel a bit lighter with you. That the past months you've had some worry and a lot on your mind, but there's been a shift in you and you're seeing things differently, if that makes sense. But I've got a lady stepping in, and to me, she feels. Yeah, I had a feeling you were a medium, Julie. I always get that feeling when I know somebody works with spirit. But I've got a lady stepping in. And to me, she's feeling very grandmotherly. That, let me see. She was so family orientated. She was always on her feet. She liked being busy. She loved having a routine. So she knew what she was doing every day before she even got out of bed. She was very independent, this lady. And she liked to keep people on her toes, she's telling me. But she says I was a bit of a fixer. And by that she means that if anybody had an argument or a fallout, she'd fix it. So she'd either phone them up or get them round and let them see things from a different perspective. But she just wanted everybody to be friends. So I know that she was an important part of the family. She loved cooking and baking. She's just got this big heart. She's making me feel all warm and fuzzy. So I know you had a really good relationship with her. But she was so independent. She had a stubborn streak in her too. She goes, yeah, we're quite stubborn. But she gave you a lot of support. So when I feel that over her life, you would spend quite a bit of time with her and you loved being in her company. I feel that at some point in her life, she would have knitted or crocheted. Because I see this like high back chair and I see a bag of wool next to it. So I know that she was quite creative in her own right. And I feel that she did knit for like babies and children, and she didn't show me blankets. I know she felt the cold later in life as well, because she says that I sat with a blanket on my knee. I feel she suffered with her legs as well. If it's not her, it's somebody else. But I feel that her mobility slowed down later in life. She couldn't do what she used to do, and she needed to ask for help, but she didn't like asking for help because she was so stubborn. She's saying, she goes, "Oh, I'm just so stubborn," but I know she'd have let you help her, even without her asking. You'd just do things for her. I know she didn't wear much jewellery, but she's drawing me to my necklace, so I know she'd have always worn a necklace. And I can see like a wedding ring and like, another ring on her fingers. Feel she got a bit of arthritis as well, so I just feel that pain, and her joints just didn't work the same. She goes, but I always did my best. Ah, that's your mum with the arthritis. But the blonde between you and your nan was so special. And I feel she'd have done baking with you as a child, and you liked following her around and seeing what she was doing. But let me see. She loved that you always ask questions. You like to know things. You've always been quite inquisitive. And you just like being in each other's company. And I just feel this special bond. I feel there's been a bit of emotion these past months around you. If not around you, somebody very close to you. So I feel the emotion. And I do feel there's somebody around you as well that's been suffering with the mental health. And she's just making me aware of all these things, just for you to know more that she is there. But she's got this lovely laugh. And she was so kind and caring. And she goes, I'm just so proud of you. She loved Christmas. She loved the build up to Christmas and getting ready. And she was always so thoughtful with the gifts. Let me see. And she had a bit of a sweet tooth as well. But she says there was not wrong with it. She goes, I just like to slice a cake every now and again and some chocolate. So she always had sweet treats in, and she'd always get your favourite things in when you were visiting. But she's just here to give you a gentle nudge to move forward. There's new things coming in for you spiritually, and I see there's new learning coming your way too. But she's saying just take your time. You're helping so many people, and it helps you when you're passing on the love of spirit. And it just makes you feel that she is close to you. So I do feel she does work with you in spirit as well. But she wants you to know I'm okay. I need to give you the number 3. So I don't know if it's the 3rd of a month or the 3rd month, which would be March, but there's 3 in a family. There's something about the number 3. And I need to give you the number 7, but with the number 7, she's saying the lucky number 7. So I need to give you some good luck as well. If you can't take 7, I need to give you it as luck. But that could be July as a significant month as well. But she's so happy with how things are going for you. So just keep being you, keep moving forwards. And she's saying keep striving for better things. And that your dreams can come true. Just keep working towards them. But she's just giving you what she's going like this to give you a round of applause. And that she's saying that your prayers have been answered. So I'll leave her love with you, Julie, and thank you for working with me. Such a beautiful soul. Oh. Can I come to Wayne now, please? Just as your name came up, Wayne, I just felt drawn to you. Don't know why yet. We'll see. Let's see what we've got for you, Wayne. I've got this card. Got this card for you, and it says, "I am the spirit of aloha. Live with unity, give and receive in love." So, looking at this card, I know that you love everybody. You've always got good words to say about people, and even if people have hurt you in the past, you don't like bad-mouthing people. You're still quite just positive. You do take steps back when needed, but you're always just sharing love. There's a lot of green in the card, so I know that there's a lot of healing around you at the minute. I feel some's for yourself and some's for somebody else close to you. There's an owl in the card, and owls for me are for wisdom. So you've got a way with words. You always know what advice is needed to be given. And I feel it is spirit that are helping you. Oh, you're so welcome, Julie. Spirit do help you. And you'll know if people need help or not, or need that support. But you do really have a way with words. And you've just got that wisdom there. Spirit are always giving you signs to let you know they're there. I feel there's a gentleman in spirit that likes to move things around your house. There's a lady in spirit that sends light to let you know that she's there. So I just saw flickering light on some lights I've got in my room. So they're always giving you all these signs, and I feel you've seen feathers as well when you're out and about. And it's like spirit are just saying, Wayne, we're here. Just to let you know, so it brings you comfort knowing that your loved ones are around you. There's a lot of pink in the card, so I know that there's a lot of love for you in spirit. But the lady, it's like she's focused. She's looking forward. She's ready to surrender into whatever's coming next. So I know you have a lot of trust in spirit. And you're looking forwards now, because I feel I have a male and a female energy with me, and they're helping you to move forwards. And they're saying what's in the past is in the past. It's what's here and now, and it's what's to come that is important. And all the energies like around the face. So I know there's a connection to spirit there with you. There's also energy on the hands, so I know that you send out a lot of healing prayers. You're always asking for healing for people, but they're saying also, you forget yourself sometimes. You ask for everybody else, but what about you? That you're important. I need to give you January as a significant month. I just feel all this love coming from this couple. So I feel that you had a really close relationship with your mum and dad. There's just this bond, this unbreakable bond. Your mum was always busy at home, she goes, I liked working hard to make sure everything was just right for everybody. She goes, I always liked to know there were nice food on table. She goes, I loved cooking. And that she rarely followed a recipe. She'd just keep adding things. Yeah, she just kept adding things to dish, and she loved to make like hearty food, so like stews and pies and proper Sunday dinners, in the winter, comfort food. She just loved being busy. She was very independent, and I feel that she struggled when her health started to decline, even though she'd still say she's fine. She didn't want anybody to worry. And I feel my mobility is suffering with your mum. So I know she couldn't do everything that she used to do, and she felt it a struggle, but she appreciated that your help. There's also your dad, and your dad he's got this smile that'd light up a room. He liked to keep everybody on their toes. He had a really good sense of humour. I feel a very dry sense of humour with your dad. And a proper belly laugh. He just liked to uplift people. And he's saying, yes, and I liked my food as well. So I know he'd evade anything your mum put in front of him. And I feel he'd have a sweet tooth as well. There'd always be a bag of something stashed somewhere. He says, I just couldn't resist it. But he liked being outdoors. I feel when he was able to, he would have gone for walks in nature and just being outside. He says, well, whenever having a rubbish day, just being outside helped me feel like a weight had lifted. So I feel I need to give that to you as well, Wayne. I feel that you feel like that just being able to get some fresh air really helps you on those days where things are a bit stressful. And he's saying that you hide a lot behind a smile. So you can say you're fine and have a smile on, even if deep down you're not. But there's only certain people that you open up to. I feel you've had your trust broken in the past. So you only open up to those that are near and dear, the close family and close friends. And he's saying that it's good to keep talking. But I know you learnt a lot from your mum and dad. Your dad's dressed he's got trousers and a shirt on, but I know he was a hard worker. I'm feeling a chest complaint with your dad. So I don't know if he had heart or lung problems, but I just feel this pressure on my chest. Let me see. They're on about a gingerbread house that collapsed. So I don't know if a child around you has made a gingerbread house, but it wouldn't stay together and it's just collapsed. Because I've got an oil burner in where I'm working. And it's just drawing me to the gingerbread house. Oh, wow, Wayne. That must have been so hard on you all. But you always showed a lot of strength around your mum and dad. I thought it was a bit random when he gave me that with the gingerbread house. But you always showed a lot of strength around your mum and dad, and you always gave a lot of support. Could you take a granddad that had either a heart problem or a lung problem? But you always act like things weren't a problem. You always want the best for your family. And I feel this time of year at times can be hard on you because you miss them, that they're not here, and you've always made such special memories at Christmas. You'd always be there together, and I feel growing up you had a lot of special Christmases where you were just all present, creating memories together. And they do love you so much, and they're saying it's your time now to move forward and to live your best life. They're happy with how things are going for you, and to just keep believing in yourself. I do feel there's some new learning as well with you. And I see some orange, so I don't know if they were creative, or you're creative. But orange for me is about creativity. But just keep being your happy self. And I know you've got a very good sense of humour. I can just feel that. Um, just feel this upliftment around you. And you just like to make people smile. So I'll just leave their love with you. I need to give you October and June as significant months as well. And either the month of May or the name May. And I need to give you the name sounding like Mary. They said it just really fit quickly. So I'll just leave their love with you, Wayne, and thank you for working with me. Since I've got just over 10 minutes left, I'll just give a few one card readings out. So I'll come to Joe White first. I'll just pick a card for you, Joe. Let's got time to do a few one card readings. Let's see what we've got for you, Joe. For you, Joe, I've got this. And it says, Forgotten treasure, restore your power and vulnerability. And it is okay to be vulnerable. So I'll just read. Oh, you're so welcome, Wayne. It's okay to be vulnerable and show your feelings. And I feel at times, Joe, you don't like showing your feelings. That you're such a strong person. And you don't like upsetting people or worrying people, but it is okay to be vulnerable. And say what's going on in your life. I know you only talk to those that are really close to you about really what is going wrong. Or if there's anything going on in life that's something that's stressing you. And it's good to open up and not bottle things up. And I feel at times that you're very good at bottling things up. The girl is sat by the water. And I feel you like being by the water. I just feel a sense of calm around you. When you're there out in nature, there's a lot of green. So green for me is for healing. So I know there's healing needed around you at the moment. And I need to give you a red rose. So red for me is for passion. So I know that everything you do in life, you're always passionate about. I'm so sorry for your loss, Joe. And I feel a red rose is significant as well. I do feel a sense of heaviness, which would make sense with your husband not not long passing. And I know that you and your husband were soulmates. You were each other's best friends. He was a lovely man. He was so kind and caring, and he always put everybody first. And that he knows how hard it has been on you. But he's saying, be so proud of yourself because you really have shown a lot of strength. That you've done what was needed to be done. Even how hard it has been. You've been looking after everybody else, but it's saying you need to take some time for you. where you can let those tears out. He says, please don't bottle it up all the time, because crying is a release, and sometimes we all need that release. Your relationship with your husband was so special, and you just got each other. You knew what each other were thinking without talking sometimes, and you loved making memories together. And family was so important to both of you. Let me see. Have you put something down recently that's important to you and now you can't find it? Because he's just saying to me you'll find it when you're meant to. Oh, Joe, I feel heartbroken for you. I need to give you March and April as significant months. And he's just bringing some yellow around you for some upliftment. He says, we always got each other. We always supported each other, and we always had each other's back. And even though I'm not here physically, I will still always... you found it yesterday. I think that's what the forgotten treasure is about. Even though I'm not physically here with you anymore, I have always got your back. I will always stand up for you. And I will always help you out. You're doing your best. And that's all you can do. Just take one step at a time. I have so much love for you. And it's just bringing a lot of white around you for some peace as well. So I know that you're not switching off at the minute, Joe, that your head's all over the place. Just be kind to yourself. I feel that this month as well, December, you always loved Christmas together. So I just feel at the minute you're finding it really hard because he isn't here. And it's the first of everything he's saying is always hard. You could talk to each other about anything. You always opened up to each other. He said, I know you've put that he was your rock. He says, but you were mine. You were my wife. You were my best friend. And having you in my life always made things better. Just do what you can. And that's all you can do. Keep moving forward. He's saying keep talking to me because I do like our conversations. That you've been looking at a lot of photographs recently from times gone by. I feel that you've been swiping on your phone and looking back at all the happy memories where you're together. And I feel that you've got a photograph of the two of you and it's in a frame at the side of your bed. And I feel that you keep lighting candles around him as well. And thinking of those that have gone, but especially thinking of your husband. He's saying just when things get too much, just take a good deep breath and have a pause. I just want to give you the biggest hug. And don't let Don't let people get to you, he's saying. It's grief is a journey, and it's going to take a long time for you to feel back to normal, but don't rush it. Just take it at your own speed, and don't let people put pressure on you. But he just wants to give you the biggest kiss, the biggest hug. He wipes away all your tears, and he always will. He's saying, just keep asking for help from me, keep asking for guidance. And he loved it when you were holding his hand. He's saying, because I felt safe, because I was with you, and you were just making things easier for me. And you whispered in his ear before he passed. So I'll just leave his love with you, Joe, and the love he has is amazing for you, and I just feel all this sense of emotion. So he is always around you, and I really do hope it's helped. So it was a pleasure to be able to bring him through for you. So thank you for working with me, Joe. Well, I'm just going to pick a card, and this card is for everybody. So let's see what we've got to do. So this is a card for everybody. Foster a love of nature, open your heart to Mother Earth. And nature is so important because when we're out in nature, it makes us feel grounded. Oh, you're so welcome, Joe. And we need to feel that. In our physical lives, we have so much going on. We're pulled in all directions. We have people that stress us out. And just having that time out in nature where you can feel the wind on your skin, where you can listen to the leaves blowing in the trees. You're connected to Mother Earth. And that's so important. It helps us stay grounded. It helps us with our connection to spirit. And it opens, when you're listening to a sounds of things that are going on in life, when you're on a walk and you can hear the birds, you can see the butterflies. It's so important to have that love of nature. There's a lot of green in the card, so green is for love. There's some blue, and blue is for calmness. And looking at the card, it's like the girl sat there in a tree, and she's just looking at one with nature. And that's so important. Take time for yourselves, because we all live busy lives, and just having a breather does help with every aspect of our life. Be kind to yourself. It's okay if you need to take a step back from people, because it's important that you do if things are getting too much for you. We're not always meant to get on with everybody, which is a shame, but it's just how life is. But you need to realise how important you are. And Spirit just want everything to go well for you all. They're just willing you all to move forward. So in life, if things get too much, just go outside. Even if you just stood in your garden, just stand on the grass, take a few deep breaths in, and ask for Spirit's help. And just look for those signs from Spirit as well. Your loved ones are always with you. You've all got so much love in spirit. They're always there to support you. You're all worthy of everything you've got in your life and so much more. But most important, which I do find this important, you're all enough. And really in life, that is all that matters. So I'd like to say a huge thank you for you all being here today. I really do appreciate all your support, and it were a pleasure and a privilege to be here with you all. I will be back on Christmas Day on Zoom if anybody's there. It'd be lovely to see you, and then I'll be back again the next time. So I look forward to seeing you all again, and thank you for being here. So bye for now.